Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Ducks will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Purdue's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. The Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's King. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Boilermakers can really attack on this second and short. Rides the back on the option. The give. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He'll keep it himself. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's going to fire deep. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So the Oregon Ducks offense will go to work for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of mauler players, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
And this offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
They boot it away on 4th down. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Catch inside the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, he leads it with the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Boilermakers headed quickly to the line. On the option. Now the pitch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Give him 6. Touchdown, Purdue!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Find some fresh air. Turning it on. Runs through the tackle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Still on his feet at the 45. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. And you saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers, it's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Across the 15. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Defense in press coverage. Looking to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Quarterback on the keeper. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. On 30 short, the run and looking for the 1st down. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why...
Makes the grab on the right. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people...
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Slater. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Nice Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Might be looking to run. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first thing.
Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. Oh, he's getting ahead of touchdown, Purdue! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Bringing it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the...
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Quick release by the QB. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Boilermakers will hustle to the line. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that 1st down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the ground. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hauls it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial second and a long way to go. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Get it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that
He uncorks one deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Under fire. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback's got the first.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Grab behind the line. It's Ben.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. And his receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll give it to the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. On the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And the Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Caught in the backfield. It's Ben. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away. Throws into the middle of the field. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Boilermakers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now on the option. Now the toss. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking for a man. It's Slater. Hums it downfield. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Oh, he's got some space. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't.
Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. Tight end now in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. Pulls it in and looking upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Slater. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Finds a tight end. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this